This conference will now
If
be
you have any
recorded.
question, please ask your question in the chat box. So I'll keep monitoring the chat box and I'll answer your questions. Okay, but please don't unmute yourself. So it creates disturbance. Okay, so we'll start the session in a minute. Okay, all right, guys. So yeah, let's start the session. Okay, so myself, Venkat. I'm having 10 plus years of experience in IT. Okay, I have worked for different companies, top MNC companies, and worked for different technologies. Okay, now currently working as a Python web developer. So yeah, today we are going to introduce about Python. So what is Python programming, and what is the importance of Python in recent market? Okay, so what are the different applications which are already developed by using Python? Okay, so and the advantages, disadvantages of Python. You know, we'll start with them and we'll let you know. So how many sessions we are going to cover, and as part of that, what is the content that we are going to cover? Okay, so before getting into that, can you all please ping me in the chat box? So are you a fresher, or do you have some programming knowledge, or you are completely from non-IT background? So I just wanted to know that, because so for Python sessions I used to see different target audience. Okay, where I can see a BSc candidate, where I can see MBA candidate, where I can see BTech candidate, like from different educational background as well as from different working professionals, like so different working professionals. So ITK in the sense of network. So in this context, when I say IT, okay, so networking, like in our offices, like we have to organize the servers, we have to take care of, okay, IT stuff, like yeah. So I'm monitoring the chat box, guys. Please ping me in the chat box. Freshers, non-IT background, mechanical engineer, not non-IT. Just say
Where
if you
can I
are,
find the
when I
chat
say
box?
non-IT, when I say non-IT, just you say. So if you are from BTech, right, just say BTech, that is fine. So non-IT or non-related means like maybe something like from MBA, from accounts, different um, educational backgrounds. Yeah, who is that? Someone was saying. You can ping me in the chat box.
Where can I find the chat box? I'm not seeing it.
Oh, you joined the meeting, right? So
Yeah, right.
yeah, so there you can see options.
Top right corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fresher BTech, fresher in Python, but experienced in quality assurance, working in past and present, not working. Okay. No experience in programming language. Okay. Fresher, MCA fresher, network engineer, zero knowledge in coding, network architect, network architect. Okay. BTech.
Uh,
Yeah. So yeah.
Very sorry
Yes,
for
please. Yes.
interrupting you between. I request all of the
Yeah.
students to kindly pause your volume.
Yeah. So that's what again. Like mute yourself, guys. Yeah. Now it is fine. So please keep monitoring uh, uh, your app itself and keep mute yourself. So it creates unnecessary lag disturbance. Okay. Okay. So anyhow, maybe everybody can monitor the chat box, guys. So you can by yourself you can understand who are the target audience for Python, who can learn Python. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, I'll come back to the slideshow again. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, right. So you can understand that. So the first thing is who can learn Python. Okay, so and the target audience. If you look at the target audience, okay, who and all are here. So I can see freshers from different educational background, not just btech. Okay, I can see from different educational background. So degree, btech, bsc, even a non-technical course. Okay, freshers, I can see freshers. And I also see few people who are working. Okay, so working as a network engineer. One person is joined from network engineer background. So okay, so network engineer, like, so is a IT guy in the company. Okay, so network engineer. Then yeah, so I see. So who are working for production support in their application. Okay, so the application, when I say application, the application can be in any language, developed in any language. Maybe that can be developed in Java or .NET or some other technology. Okay, so so he is supporting, he is in production support, or maybe the application is itself developed in Python. Okay, so he is in production support. So production support, who are working in production support, they require Python because they have to do certain tasks, certain jobs that automatically runs the behind the scenes. Okay, they have to write some sort of scripts to do that, to do those tasks. Okay, for writing those scripts, Python is the best fit. So I see some candidate join who are working in in production support. Okay, right. So still I can see more people, guys. So network architect. Okay, so from non-IT, like non-technical courses, I see a few people who joined non-technical courses, like who are into okay different non-technical. When I say non-technical, so they are nowhere related to the computer, or like, they don't have any knowledge. They are zero. They started with the zero. And few people are like, they are saying so they have zero knowledge in programming. So zero knowledge in programming, right? So they don't know anything, so they can choose any programming language to begin with, but why Python? Okay, so that's what we are going to understand today. Okay, so yeah, who can learn Python? So these are the target audience, meaning that so all of these can learn Python because they are here now. Means that, so definitely you have done some basic analysis, or maybe one of your colleague or one of your relatives suggested you to learn Python, right? So but why do you want to learn Python? So that's the another question. Okay, so why Python? Let's answer this question, why Python, and let's come back to this. Okay, right. So there are various features, guys. Okay, I have listed them in my presentation. Let's go with that. Okay, so who can join this course? So the first thing, who can join this course, guys? Freshers with any educational background. Okay, so I'm pursuing my SSC standard, 10th class. Yes, can I join? Yes, if you are interested in programming, you can join. Okay, trust me, guys. We have seen a 10 years boy, a 10 years boy, 10 years boy from Australia. So he was attending the classes, like, I think that batch is almost done as part of our another batch. So a 10 years old boy, he's attending Python classes, and he's really doing well. So there is no limitation, like, okay, you have to finish this education to start with that, or you have to learn this particular course to begin with Python. There is no prerequisites, there are no prior conditions. Anyone can learn Python, and he is doing awesome. He's programming. He's programming now. He's doing programming. So he's competing with other members who are like working, who are like completed their BTech. So he's competing with them in doing the assignments and all. This is practical. We I have seen practically. So this is practical experience we have seen. So in some time back, I used to say, like, I have seen when I was doing R&D, right? I have read that something that, so the Python is as part of schooling in other countries. As part of schooling, they have this Python programming language. I surprised, but so by seeing a person who joined, so I really wondered, and he's doing awesome. So the first what I wanted to conclude is, right, so there is no prior requisites to start with Python. Anybody can learn. So I can learn, or you cannot do it. So there are no confusions. Okay, anybody can learn. Anyone can learn Python. Anybody can join this course. Okay. Anyhow, I have listed few of the domains here. Okay, freshers with any educational background can join. IT professionals who wants to switch into Python web developer. So they are working in different technology. Maybe they might be working in PHP. Okay, they might be working in different technology, but they wanted to switch into Python. So they wanted to become a Python developer, Python web developer. They can switch. They can learn. So IT professionals, still IT professionals who are working in different domains. So that's what testing engineers. When I say testing engineers, QA is a test, who does a testing for the application, right? QA engineers, testing engineers, they can switch into Python programming. I'm not sure how many of you know. If you look at the testing area, so we have kind of Selenium, right? So Selenium is like automation tool to automate the test cases. So what is the test case? So that's again, it leads to QA introduction. But so most of you guys, hope you know SDLC, software development lifecycle. As part of that, okay, so testing is also one phase, one of the phases. So as soon as the developer develops his functionality, that has to be certified by the QA, the testing person. They have to verify that as what you have developed, and they have to ensure that, okay, whatever you are done is right as per the requirement, it's working fine. They have to ensure that. So in doing that, so they keep doing it. They have to keep doing it again and again, the same test case, the same functionality they require, they require to do again and again, because of like different environments we see in the application development process, software development process. Okay, we have development environment, we have QA environment, we have staging environment, production environment. Okay, even in different kind of testings also, like black box testing, right, user acceptance testing. So different phases. As part of testing, they have different phases where they need to test the same thing again and again there. So they, instead of doing it manually, which actually consuming more time, they use it to write some automation scripts where they do some programming, which takes the inputs automatically, which executes our logic, actual functionality, and it takes the actual output and expected output. So the script itself compare, if both are matched, expected and actual output are same, then it says that, okay, test case is passed, otherwise it is failed. So that is how they need to write the test scripts basically. That's what. So for doing that, they need some programming knowledge. They need some programming knowledge. So which program I need to use, which technology, which programming language I have to use. That is where Java Java is one of the options for Selenium. Selenium is one automation tool now. So the same thing can be done with Python. So people started moving onto Python because why QA people like they have chosen the testing platform guys, because they are not interested in programming, but ultimately again they have to do the programming, right? Which they really don't want. That's where if you want to learn Java, yeah, I can say it's a little bit complex when compared to the other programming languages. Learning Java is a little bit complex because of its vast stuff. Okay, so obviously, like people looks for other alternative, like which is easier than this particular programming language, right? So that's where the Python comes into the picture. Okay, Python is so simple, very simple. It's a beginner language. Okay, and writing the scripts is very easy. So people started using this Python. So QA engineers, yes, uh, they need Python programming. Okay, so Java, .NET, PHP, or any other developers who wants to switch into Python. So I'm working as a Java engineer. So I wanted to switch my technology because of trending of this Python and all. I wanted to switch into Python. All Python related frameworks I wanted to learn, and I wanted to move into Python, Django, Flash development. So there, I can move into that. Okay, so network engineers. So network engineers who maintains all the computers, the network. Okay, everything like the security. Okay, our systems security, everything they are going to take care. So in doing that, okay, in doing that, even they need to write some scripts for applying some patches, security patches and all. They would require, they would need to write some scripts again. So again, writing the scripts, like the whole concept here is automation. So they need to automate some certain things, certain tasks by writing some scripts. So those scripts are written by using certain programming language. So that's what, like again here also the same concept guys as like as QA. Okay, so they can write the scripts using different programming. Like they can choose any scripting language. We have different scripting languages. Okay, so they can choose like Perl script, they can choose Linux shell scripting. Okay, they can choose different technologies. But again, so Python is so simple. There also like it helps a lot for them because of the Python rich set of libraries. I'll talk about that. What is that library meaning? Okay, so even network engineers also prefer to understand Python, and they prefer to program in Python. Okay, so the other thing is DevOps engineers, right? DevOps. So this is also like one famous technology in recent days. Everybody like must be heard about this dev operations basically. Okay, again when I say the SDLC model, the software development lifecycle model, so you must be aware of this as part of your academic, right? So software development lifecycle phases, how it goes: first requirement gathering, then so analysis and design, followed by coding, testing, and then what is the last step guys? So that's where the deployment comes into the picture. So deployment is what? So they takes your application, the code, entire code, they will push that to a particular server, right? So in the server, so they need to maintain the server. So this they should so that it doesn't stop for any reason. The server should run keep the should run 24 bar 7 without having any issues, right? So that is where, okay, so that is where like it's a process of like that we call it as a deployment. Okay, in earlier, like I mean some time back, I think still a few companies or few people are using their own networks to deploy their projects, their applications. Our clients, like prefer to like have their own setup, okay, their own server setup, and they maintain their servers. But trust me, like most of the industry now moved into cloud. Okay, I think again the cloud is also one of the like popular term. You must be heard about this cloud. Okay, we have Amazon cloud. Okay, we have Amazon cloud, and we have Azure cloud from Microsoft. Okay, so where they provide that hardware platform. Okay, boss, you don't worry about the servers. You don't have to you don't have to purchase the servers. You don't have to recruit the people to maintain your servers and all. Don't worry about that. We'll take care everything. We will take care everything. You deploy your project in our servers. We maintain the servers. We'll look forward. We'll maintain that. We'll ensure that that is more secure. Everything whatever required, we'll take care of it. You don't worry about. You just uh, deploy your application in our servers. Okay, so that is where, so the DevOps people, who what these guys are going to do is, right, so these people deploy our application into cloud, the respective cloud, whatever it is. And this, there are a number of things in deployment process, so we should understand that the underlying concepts of deployment and all. So the DevOps engineers are going to do that job. Nowadays everybody is following agile methodology, guys. Waterfall model is a legacy one. Hopefully most of you guys again are heard about this waterfall model. Okay, so but all industries following now agile process. Agile process is like where it requires a continuous integration, meaning that so the client, the customer doesn't wait. Customer doesn't wait till like 1 year or 2 years. If the application, the complete application development takes 1 year, the customer doesn't wait for that. Customer doesn't wait for that. Okay, so you know, we wanted to deliver like the base platform in 3 months, and from there, like every week or every 2 weeks, we will keep giving one functionality, like depends on the functionality size and all. We develop and we deliver it. So that's where we need to keep deploying our application into the servers every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. And also even some people does every day also multiple, they do multiple builds. Okay, so few of the terminologies you might be like new for you guys, because most of you guys are from BTech and all, you are learning. But yeah, I'll try to answer most of the things. I'll try to at the end of the session. Okay, I'll open the session for 15 minutes for your questions. You just keep a note of it. What are the terms you have you don't know? You make a note and ask me at the end of the session. I'll tell you. Okay, yeah, come back to the point. So most of the companies does this job like repetitively. When they are doing this repetitively, yeah, they need the DevOps engineers. So as part of that, they have to handle many things, guys. They have to handle many things, and as part of that, they need to write some scripting again to automate certain things. To automate certain things, DevOps engineers to write certain scripts. Okay, so that scripts, again, to write that script, again it's a programming, right? Again it's a programming. So again, what is the best programming? They can, the DevOps engineers choose again different languages. They might be doing using Perl scripting. They might be doing in other scripting languages. But why Python? Because again, the same point, guys. Python is simple. Python is very simple. It's a beginner language. It simplifies like their job. Even DevOps engineers also not interested in coding and all, but somehow they have to write it. So then obviously, like when I have 4 5 options, then what I'll pick, whatever easy for me, I will go with that, right? So that is what Python is, easy, and it supports more. So it supports like meaning that what I wanted to say is it has a huge set of libraries support, huge set of library support in each and every domain. And I would say domain, that's what that can be a testing area, that can be a networking area, that can be a DevOps area. That's what domain when I say. Okay, technical domains. AWS engineers, so they also need this in the same way. So then a data scientist, like data science. This is another popular term. You definitely heard about this, data science, right? Data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning. These things, trending terms, right? Yeah. So when you look at this machine learning and also, say for example, Netflix or maybe YouTube or your Amazon. So when you are purchasing something in Amazon, right? So you definitely like observe, or if you are not yet, so go back and try to observe. if you purchase something, it recommends something, right? Something else. Okay, I purchased a laptop, and it says to, okay, so who purchased laptop, they also purchased this laptop bag. Like who purchased this, they also purchased a wireless mouse, okay, wireless keyboard. It starts giving the recommendations, right? It starts giving the recommendations. So that is where they are going to implement that artificial techniques, and machine learning is just a small subset of that artificial intelligence. Okay, it is a small subset of artificial intelligence. Okay, so that machine learning concept is implemented over there. And trust me, like, so Python is awesome technology, so to do these kind of things, again, that concepts can be implemented again using Java or R language. Okay, there are different programming languages, but Python is the best suitable even there also. That's what the complete the future of your uh, IT, so most of the space occupies by this data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence techniques, apart from web application development. Okay, so in that, the Python has its vital role, it plays vital role in that. Right. So you have then gaming, right? So games development also, Python is best with. So the people who are into gaming development, they also uh, need to learn Python. So we can develop the games in a simple way. Okay. Maybe at the end of the sessions, maybe I'll try to give one example and one simple game. How simple it is, like using Python, we can develop small games. Okay, so then that's what the question. So hope you guys are clear on the first slide. Any questions, guys? Ping me in the chat box. Don't unmute, please. Ping me in the chat box just to avoid the disturbance. Okay, fine. So hope all of you guys are good so far. Can you please confirm in the chat box? Do you have any questions around that? Okay, cool. Thank you. So then, so why should we learn Python again? So again, when you wanted to build your career, right? So when you have multiple options, do I need to build my career in Java or .NET or Python or something else? So you should look forward for your long run, right? So after 5 years, after 10 years, so if I learn this, so is it going to help me? That's what you have to understand, right? So if I learn Python, so how will my career? So we have just discussed like the options. Basically, if you say, for suppose you spend some time and you learn Python, then if you look at the options, the career options, you can, if you are interested, you can jump into testing, you can jump into data science, you can jump into dev operations, you can jump in, because like there are n number of options. Just it's a kind of something like, if you pass SSA, you can choose different domains in your intermediate, or if you are done with intermediate in BTech, you have different options. It's a kind of pre-qualification, right? In a similar way, like if you are done with Python, right, so whatever option you want, you can pick it up. So it depends on the demand, market demand, you can just jump into that particular technology, and you can forward. So and it helps for your lifetime. So you just take any path. You take any path, Python will be there. You take any path, Python will be there, right? So then why do we need to worry? Why do we need to have confusion? So to learn Python, we can happily learn it. Can start with that. And the other thing is, right, the salary, right? So many people think about the salary. Okay, so even salary wise also, yeah, this I have even you can Google it, man. So this is not the one I have written here. Okay, so this is what most of the statistics websites are saying. When I say statistic websites, there are many websites who do like kind of analysis, observations, statistics. They'll take statistics by conducting the services and all. What is the average salary of Python developer is like $120K per annum. So that is not a small amount, man. So that's the big one. That's a big one. Okay, so the salary wise, if you look at, so you will get 100% the best salary. So you will be the best paid developer if you are into Python, no doubt in that. So you just Google it if you want, if you have doubt. Okay, so according to this is another website. Indeed is one website, and TOB is another website. Okay, so this is like this shows that the popularity of the technologies. This shows the popularity of the technologies. TOB. Just go to Google and type tob.com, TIOBE, and look at there. So the Python is been voted always its most popular programming language. It is the most popular programming language. Okay, so it's competing with the Java, and very soon it occupies the leaderboard, no doubt in that. Okay, so the other thing is, yeah, job market, I just answered this already. Okay, so explained this already. It has huge job market because of its usages in different areas. Okay, in different areas. The other thing is community support, guys. So assume that how many Java developers are there, how many .NET developers are there. Okay, so now if you look at here, how many data scientists are there, how many people are working in DevOps, how many people are working in QA, how many people are working in complete Python web development. So all these people knows Python, right? Obviously. So when these many people are like working in different domains or different technology across the globe, obviously we will see more Python developers across the globe. And when we have more developers, obviously we will get more support. That's what community support. If you stuck up with some issue, yes, there will be help. Just go and Google it. Just check is it suitable for your problem. Pick it up, modify it, and do it. Okay, so that's what. So large community support. Python has large communities. Obviously, right? When I have something like I stuck up with something, then what I do immediately, I'll try to ask my colleague, or I'll ask my friend for the kind of solution approach, maybe help. Right? If I don't get any help, then what I do, I'll just Google it. I'll try to get some help from Google, right? So that's where, like, so there will be like, you put any question in Google, there will be an answer, definitely, because of like vast large community support that we have. Okay, so then, so the other thing is setting up Python and working with this is very simple, guys. It's very easy. Okay, it reduces the development time drastically because of its rich set of libraries and modules. Okay, so when I say library, now let's understand about the library. I'll show you the practically also. Okay, so when you write a simple program, or let me put in this way. So in earlier days, like if you wanted to prepare some concept in your academic for your exams, what do you do? Whatever, like you attended the classes, and whatever the faculty has given, or whatever you find from the textbook, you prepare your notes, and you prepare yourself when you go for exams, right? And what about now? Nowadays, like the vast availability of internet, so any help you want, just go to Google and type. You will see more number of articles on that. You prepare, or there will be someone else already prepared in a in a enough manner. You just pick that and start, read that, or just go to YouTube and type your concept name. There are n number of videos coming up, and you just go through them, whatever, like wherever you can understand, you pick it and you prepare yourself. So what is the difference, you understand, guys? So the availability, right? So you have more availability, which makes your life simple. You do not have to do lot of background work. Directly you can jump into reading, right? But here, that's what the same thing you can apply here. So Python has a number of libraries support, where you just go and use it. You do not have to do everything from the scratch. So for example, you just wanted to sort a group of numbers. You have group of student numbers, I wanted to put in a sorting order. Then if you're working with a C language, if you're working with C++ or Java, you have to write 10 to 5 lines or 10 to 15 lines of code, maybe by following some algorithms. So insertion algorithm, insertion sorting, bubble sort, quick sort, or heap sort. By taking some algorithm, you writing it, and finally you put them in a sorting order, right? But if you look into Python, right, just one line is enough. Just one line code you can achieve that. Only one line code, online code, you can put them in a sorting order. That is what. So it has, so like that, we have n number of functions available in a module, and we have n number of modules available in all the areas. So for each and every area they have given module support. That makes our life simple, really. Okay, so yeah, it has been used in different applications, guys. Okay, so that's what. Hopefully you are following. No questions so far. So these are like different application areas, guys. So we can use Python as part of web application development. Like when I say web application, like your Facebook, okay, like your Facebook, Amazon.com, Flipkart.com, right? Your Gmail, all these are what? Web applications. Okay, so Python can be used for developing the end-to-end application. Okay, and it also can be used for developing desktop GUI applications, standalone applications. I wanted to execute into my medical shop. I wanted to develop a small application to my hotel. Yeah, you can do that, and you can generate a exe file, and where you can install it and use it on the simple desktop without having internet. Okay, so scientific and numeric, the data science applications, yes, Python is used in software development, in the education, business applications, in database interaction, network programming, in gaming. So there are a number of areas like where the Python can be used. Okay. Right, so few applications, okay, few applications where Python is used is no, I have listed here. Okay, so Quora, how many of you know about Quora website, guys? Okay, Quora. If you go to Google and type something, search something, okay, and just say Quora, so it takes you to the Quora website, and you can find a number of answers for that. You just give any question. It's a community forum, basically. It's a kind of community forum, okay, where you can get question and answers. Like you just give any question, so there will be an answer. Okay, so that Quora is the Quora website itself developed by Python, guys. That's the most popular website nowadays. Okay, that is developed in, like, you just go to Google and type like, okay, Quora website is developed by which technology, just put a question. So the CEO of the Quora itself answered the question like, okay, so we have chosen Python to develop Quora, and he mentioned the reasons also. That's fair. The Snapchat. So Snapchat, how many of you know about this? So Snapchat is also entirely based on Python. Instagram, you must be heard about this. Instagram, so Instagram is also used Python for its development. Okay, YouTube, of course. So there is no one who doesn't know about YouTube, right? Even my kids knows about this. So YouTube, if you look into the YouTube, right, so YouTube is served for for the most part by Python application, Python itself. Most of the YouTube is is to Python. And Facebook uses from backend applications. Even Facebook is also using Python for certain backend applications. Okay, and if you look at the startup companies, most of the startup companies are preferring Python, because like we can develop, like if you take Java, it takes 1 year, maybe in 6 months we can finish that in Python. Web application development is more faster than, and it reduces the cost, obviously, right, and time and cost. Okay, so machine learning research projects across the world use Python. Okay, so these are like few things, top applications. Okay, YouTube, Google, Dropbox, okay, Raspberry Pi. That's what for IoT, guys. That's in IoT application we use this. So if you are good, if you know some idea about IoT, that's fine. Otherwise, yeah, leave for now, or you just hold on. At the end of the session I'll answer you. So BitTorrent, the downloaded forum, right? So NASA application uses Python for its scientific programming. So Netflix, there are like, these are like popular things. So these are here few things, I have captured. Okay, so there are a number of things, guys, okay, where the Python is being used. So as these many reasons we have, so why can't I start with Python, right? Why can't I start with Python? So no confusions to begin with Python. I can happily start with Python without having any confusions, right? So do you have any confusions, guys? Still you have any confusions? Ping me in the chat box. Following? Okay. Yeah, please confirm me in the chat box so that I'll understand, and it gives motivation for me to go to the next slide. I understand that okay, you guys are following. Okay, so maybe tomorrow session, right, the next session, you will get more clarity, guys. So today I have to cover as much as possible in this one hour time. So I am it's mostly I'm going through in explanation mode. Okay, I'll show you the sample program. Okay, we'll start with that, and we'll see more things in the program in the next session, so don't worry about that. Okay, so then next thing is like what is a programming language and what we need actually, and what kind of applications we have, what kind of programming languages we have, sorry, what kind of programming languages we have. We have compiler based programming languages and interpreted based programming languages. Okay, and so Java is an example of compiler based, C, C++, and Python. Okay, the parallel scripting, the scripting languages are like examples of interpreter. Okay, so I'll tell you in detail explanation with the examples of compiler and interpreter based. Okay, and then next thing is scripting versus programming languages. Okay, so what is a scripting language and what is a programming language? Okay, so the base point is all scripting languages are the programming languages. Okay, all scripting languages are the programming languages. Okay, even I have an in detailed explanation about this, the differences. Okay, Python is a programming language. Of course, it is well known as a scripting language. Okay, so when someone asks you in the interview room, okay, so tell them like, boss, it's every scripting it is a scripting language. Of course, every scripting language is a programming language. So Python is a programming language. That's it. Okay, so what is the difference between scripting and programming languages? Okay, there are like it has various differences. Okay, I have a detailed document which I'll share you in later sessions and explain you in the next session. Okay, so what is scripting language and what is programming language? Okay, when come to Python, so what is Python? How can you define Python? So Python is very powerful general purpose programming language, guys. It's object oriented. Okay, it has various features. It has various features. Okay, Python has various features. Okay, it is high level general purpose programming language, meaning that you can use this for any reason. You can use Python for developing entire web application. You can use Python as part of writing some scripts that automates certain tasks. Okay, and deployed on top of other applications, meaning that I have an application in Java which is developed and running in the server. Okay, in the live mode in the production. So I need to do some automations on top of it. Then I can use Python to do that jobs, automatic jobs, so to automate it. Okay, so that is where, like, so it can be used anywhere. You can completely use Python to come to develop a computer website or web application, or you can use this as a support for other platforms, other applications. Okay, you can integrate this with other technologies also. Okay, this is created by Guido van Rossum, and this is there in since 1991, guys, 1991, guys. But why this is so popular nowadays? So that I have answer for that as well. Time we have time, I can tell you now itself, or I'll take it in the next session. Okay, so as it is there since 1991, why it is like all so popular nowadays? The simple point is, straight point is, because of vast uses of this internet and vast uses of applications available, and vast customers that each and every uh, application has. Say Amazon, how many customers they have? Billions of customers across the globe. Gmail, how many people are using? Billions of people are using. When the data is increased, then the way of handling it the way of handling the data, customers data, is also like going to change. So there all these things comes into the picture. All these things comes into the picture, and because of the vast availability support in all the domains, so Python is given. They keep writing libraries, guys. The other point is why it is becoming this much strengthened, right? So it is a open source technology. It is the open source technology. It's a free technology. Anybody can use it. You don't have to pay anything for any reason, and it is a open source because of its open source, right? So if I wanted to extend the Python existing Python code, I can extend it, meaning that so I can contribute. Even I can contribute something. If I am working on something and I think that whatever I have done is useful for everybody, then I contribute this piece of code back to Python community, and this is a small module. As a module, I can contribute it. That is the reason, like across the globe, a number of people are contributing their piece of codes, which are becoming a module and helping in other application development. That's what it's becoming more and more library support. Okay, so it is a free. Python is a open source. When I say open source, the code is also open. The code, you can see the code. When I say open source, that you can see the source code of it. You can extend the code for your as per your requirement. All the options are there. You don't have to purchase, you don't have to pay anything bundling. Okay, so what is the official website for this case? What is the official websites? So what is the official website of Python? If you're already looked into that, that's fine. Otherwise, yeah, so it is python.org. 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 Okay, this is the official website. And if you look at, this is a so it's Python Software Foundation, guys. So PSF. So Python Software Foundation. It's a foundation. It's not a company. It's not from a particular company. When I say Oracle database, yeah, I can say, okay, it's from Oracle company, right? So Java, when I look at Java, yeah, earlier it was like Sun Microsystem. Now it is a Java is also from Oracle, I can say. But Python from which company, guys? No, it's a open source. Like it's a community kind of thing. It's a foundation. So where different companies are all together contributing to this, like Google, Facebook. Okay, so uh, a number of companies are contributing towards its development. So the development is also like very aggressive, guys. If you see the versions, okay, download versions, all releases. So the Python releases are very aggressive. If you look at 3.8, 3.7, 3.6, 3.5, and see the months, it's like every month or every 2 months one release is coming up. One release is coming up, guys. So you can see the complete schedule. Okay, even 3.9 is also coming up, the release schedule, you can see. So the development, the Python development itself is very aggressive. Okay, and they are providing support like for all the areas. Please mute yourself still, maybe 2 minutes. I'll open up for the questions. It's 9 o'clock. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, still, yeah, attend the next session also. There you will get more things about the basics of Python. What are the advantages of Python? However, still we have few limitations as well, disadvantages as well. I'll talk about them in my next session. Okay, and so if you want to download, yeah, go here and just click on this 3.8.3. Okay, so you can download it in Windows, and it supports Linux, Unix, Mac, other platforms are as well. Okay, anyhow, I'll show you the installation, guys. You don't have to worry about that. I'll share the document installation steps that are really simple. Meanwhile, if anybody are interested, yeah, go here, download, and just double click on that, take next, finish. Okay, anyhow, as part of installation, there are a few things to discuss. I will tell you in the next session. Okay, now documentation, you document also, you have enough documentation here in the Python website itself. You don't have to refer here and there. Python docs gives you clear explanation of about each and everything. The community you can see, uh, the community support. Python wiki, you can go to Python wiki and you can start reading it out. If you want more news, Python forums we have, a number of things, success stories in different domains, government sector, scientific, software development, engineering, education, different thing. You can just see that news updates, everything. Okay, this is the official website. So if you want to still know more about, just go to Wikipedia. Okay, Wikipedia. Okay, so here you can just start reading in this box, right side box we have, right? Python, it's a multi-programming paradigm. I'll talk about these guys. What is multi-paradigm? Okay, so it is a functional oriented programming language. It is object oriented programming language. Okay, it is imperative. Okay, it is a reflective. So it borrowed all the features from different languages and placed here in Python. Okay, it supports many things. So who designed it? Guido van Rossum. This is the, he's a person. Okay, Guido van Rossum is the Dutch programmer. Okay, so he's the creator of the Python programming language. Okay, he's still there, guys. So it is first appeared in 1990 itself, 30 years ago almost. But now it's got so popular. Yeah. So you wait for the answer for the next session. Stable release is 3.8.3, 13th of May. Last month this got released. Okay. So typing, it is a dynamic type of programming language, guys. So what is dynamic typing is the next question. Yes, we'll answer that. So OS, it supports all the OSs. Okay, so here these are the different implementations of Python. We have different flavors of Python: C Python, PyPy, okay, stackless Python, micro Python, Jython, Ruby Python. We have a number of Python flavors. We have, again, the question: what are these flavors? Okay, yes, wait for the answer for the next session. Okay, guys, as time is up, so I can't put up everything in 1 hour. Okay, now I'll open for the questions. Yeah, you can ask questions if you have any questions here. Please ask here in the chat box. I'll keep answering it. Yes. Uh, yeah. Timing says that you speak to our organizer. Can you please speak to our organizer, Shiva, about the timings? Duration, like these sessions are like absolutely free. Okay, so you don't have to pay anything, guys. So we have planned to give the basic heads up with the Python programming. Okay, so we'll cover 2 week sessions. We'll plan, we plan for 2 weeks, where you will be getting all the fundamentals of Python programming, where you can start with programming. You'll learn basic fundamentals of Python programming. Tomorrow session, yeah, so the link will be same mostly, but anyhow you can be in touch with the organizers. Okay, they'll help you in that. Course content also, yeah, they will share you or the email. Okay, what we are going to cover as part of these 2 weeks. Okay, our organizers will share. Okay, Django is a framework, Django is a framework. Like if you know Java, maybe we have servlets, JSP stuff, right? You can map something like that. Django is a framework, okay, which built on top of Python, that is useful for developing web applications like websites, okay, like Facebook, okay. So like Gmail, to develop the web applications, yeah, the Django is a framework that we can use. Is that clear, admin? So I see your name as admin. Okay. So multiple builds means, yeah, builds in the sense, it's a process of taking all the files. Okay. Because when I say application, my application will be having all Python files, right? A number of Python files. My application will be having some HTML files, some JavaScript files. Okay. So some additional blah 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 stuff. I'll be using multiple technologies to develop my YouTube or my Facebook. So at the end of the day, the whole, like I'm going to zip everything. I'm going to pack everything before deploying this into a server. When I say server, we have different kind of servers. Say maybe as part of your academics, you heard about this Tomcat server. or WebLogic server. These are the servers where you can deploy your project, and that server will take care of its execution, right? So in the similar way, like so here, the build in the sense it's a process of deleting the existing application from the server, okay, and recreating all the recompiling if requires, rebuild all the project files into a particular pack, okay, like you assume like a zip file, okay, so that zip file will be copied over to the server. So this is a process of steps. So this whole process we can say build. So we'll be getting the notes and recorded session. About the recorded session, please, yeah, be in touch with the organizer, they will help you. Yeah, total fee to learn Python program, Shiva. Yeah, so these are questions I'm not going to answer. Yeah, you can ask organizer, they will help you out. Regarding the session, if you have any questions, yeah, you can push them to me. Other all other questions, yeah, you contact with organizer. Okay, they will help you out. Can you show the code of small games? Yes, yes, I'll do that, Dilip, because we are already running late. Okay, so standalone applications. Yes, we can use, yeah, we can use Python. We can develop standalone application. Maybe at the end of the sessions, yes, you can write your own whatever. If you have some idea, yeah, you can develop your own application. You can prepare exe file and you can run on your desktop. So for that, you need to finish the Python programming, complete Python programming. Placement assistance, yeah, yeah, we are doing that placement assistance. Anyhow, you, that is also a question to the organizer. Yeah, like snake game, yeah, Dilip, yeah, you can, even snake games is available in the internet. You can just download it and you can give it a try executing it. Yes, you can, Rajshekar, yes, absolutely, you would be able to write the scripts, the basic scripts you would be able to write, no doubt in that. So there are no prerequisites is required. Java is absolutely not required. You don't require any prior programming language. If you're a 10th class student also, yes, you can join happily. You don't have to learn anything else. Directly you can start with programming. Python is so simple. So in the next session, I'll show the comparison also. I'll execute one Java program. The process of the series of steps to do with the Java, I will show you, and I'll show you the Python program execution as well, and I'll show you the comparison. There you will understand how simple it is, Python. So you got the answer, guys. Use the same link for the next session also. Coming 2 weeks, the same link will be there. So link is not going to change. Yes, guys, Abhishek. Yeah, we learn with PyCharm. However, there are different IDs available. Guys, please pay attention here. We have n number of IDs available. Again, when I say IDE, maybe you must be heard about Eclipse. Okay, where we develop our scripts, our programming, where we do programming. So IDE is like integrated development environment. So for practicing Python, right, we have PyCharm. Okay, I'll okay, let me make a note of it. So we have PyCharm, guys. Okay, we have Jupyter, we have Autumn, Spider. Okay, so we have Anaconda platform where you get many things as a pack. Okay, so basic thing ideally comes along with the Python installation. However, if any Eclipse lovers, yeah, so you can use Eclipse also. You can use Visual Studio Code from Microsoft. We have a number of IDs available. So whatever you are interested or whatever you are comfortable, you can choose that, you can practice in that. Okay, so anyhow, I'll show you ideally I'll show you PyCharm, I'll show you Jupyter. So 90% of the people uses this as their favorite IDEs in the company, and one more is Visual Studio Code. So these are the people, like people interest. So I'll show you Jupyter pie chart. Okay, guys. So our team shared the WhatsApp number in the chat box. Okay, you can ping on that number if you have any further details. If you want any further details, yeah, you can just ping that. Uh, it will be from Monday, Abhishek. It will be from Monday. We don't have a session tomorrow. Okay, so we'll start from Monday. Okay, guys, still you can keep your questions. So if you are interested on this, right? Okay, let me show you a simple program, Python program. So where I can go to command prompt and I can interact with the, I can connect to the Python interactive shell. Say for example, I have a value 10, b value 20. Yes, I want okay, b value 20. I wanted to sum up these two values, a plus b. I wanted to do sum is equal to a plus b. Okay, now what is the sum value? Yes, 30 is the sum value. So this is the interactive shell where you wanted to practice like line by line. So this is what a simple thing. So I told you some example to sort the numbers, right? So I have a list of numbers, guys. So 10 to 5 or 20 to 11. I wanted to sort these numbers. Simple guess, one line code, that's it. And dot sort. So nothing else, you have to do it. So it is going to sort it 2 5 10 11 to 22. That much simple it is. If I wanted to print hello, okay, just print hello. That's it, I have to do. No other any other things is required. So this print hello, is it understandable for a 10th class student or not? Of course. Even the complete programming is also like this much simple. I'll make the things very simple for you, even more simpler. Okay, I'll teach you in more simpler way. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, I have enough experience in that. You don't have to worry at all about the programming. I will teach you programming in a better way. So anything else? So any other questions? You can still. Okay, guys. So if you don't have any other questions, yeah, maybe we can wind up the session for today, and let's meet on Monday. Yeah, tell me. Suppose in a code, the interpreter takes the two values, like the interpreter takes two values. What is your question? I didn't get your question. Okay, taking two values means a plus b. Like this directly, you can use like this also in interactive mode. That's what, man. If you learn .NET, you can just, you have to stick with the .NET. But if you learn Python, so there are a number of wings where you wanted to choose. It's up to you. Python is like it's a lifetime. You know, learn it and it uses for your lifetime. The whole future is going to be like an Python. So you don't have to have second thought. Just jump into Python directly.
Sir, hello.
Yeah.
Sir, can we take sir, can you read the two values, sir? I think A or A and B.
Hmm.
Hello. And can we add them, sir, in a code? The
Hmm.
interpreter takes the code like what, sir?
If you're comfortable in
How
Telugu, you
can
can
the
just.
interpreter takes it the code? ఓకే సార్
Uh,
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఒక టూ వాల్యూస్ రీడ్ చేసాం అనుకోండి సార్ ఏ అండ్ బి అనేవి
hmm.
హలో
Yeah. Tell me. I understand.
టూ ఏ అనే బి ఏ అండ్ బి హలో ఏ అండ్ బి అని రీడ్ చేశాక అవి ఒక వాల్యూస్ ఇచ్చాం అనుకోండి సార్ సపోజ్ 10 20 అని
Hmm.
దాన్ని ప్రింట్ చేస్తాం కదా సార్ ఏ ప్లస్ బి అని ప్రింట్ చేస్తాం అనుకోండి సార్ ఒక ప్రింట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో
Hmm.
అప్పుడు
Hmm.
ఏమొస్తుంది సార్ అంటే 10 20 అని వస్తుందా లేకపోతే 30 అని వస్తుందా
30 వస్తుంది. A plus B చేస్తే 30 వస్తుంది because you are summing up A with B. So you are printing the result value of A plus B, that is 30. See here, you can see my screen, right? So that's what I just printed,
Sir,
A plus B.
yes, sir, but I got the uh, tens. I mean 10, 20 like that, sir. Why that problem is going?
No, 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 no. Might be
Yeah, what is?
you have printed like this, man. No, no, see that. You might be
No,
printed
no,
A
no.
comma B. If you print A
No,
comma
sir,
B,
no,
you
sir.
are going to get no.
No, sir, no, sir. Suppose user on,
No.
sir, sir, can I say the code, sir?
You just copy paste in the chat box. I'll see the code.
Okay,
Sir, hi
Okay,
Venkat.
Nikhil, what would be the better idea for beginners? Yeah, PyCharm is more simpler, man. PyCharm. I'll start with that PyCharm. PyCharm is more simpler and yeah, comfortable also. Okay, that's what I'll show you the PyCharm.
sir. I
Okay.
will tell you, sir,
So
one thing, sir. Sir, user. Hello,
yeah, yeah. Tell me, but a bit
sir.
speed. Yeah, we are
Sir,
running late, right?
we
Yeah.
give the, sir, we give two inputs, sir. A and B, sir.
Hmm.
Two inputs, A and B. A value is suppose 10, sir. B value is suppose 20, sir.
Hmm.
Okay, but we print the option result, sir. Result means
How do
direct
you print it?
print of
Are
A
you?
plus B.
Yeah, you
No
can
result
print
is
that,
there,
and
sir.
that gives 30. That's what I have done here, right? So A value, B value here. See my screen. See my screen. A value, B value 10, 20, and then
Yes,
I
sir.
have printed A plus B, right? Which is resulting me 30 here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I have printed A plus B, print of A plus B, which is giving me 30. So what is the confusion? I don't understand. How you are printing? Is that same way you are printing? Print of
Same
A
like
plus
that,
B?
sir. Same like that. I
I
give the input, sir. I mean
I
directly
think
in
what
the
he said, print of 10 plus 20. Right.
This is what you are doing.
no, no,
This
no,
is
sir.
what you are
Not like
doing.
that, sir. Print of A plus B.
He's
That
already
I have
printed, right?
already. It's already there, right? What is the
Yeah,
confusion? I
yeah.
don't understand.
Just check the
Ping,
screen, Dilip.
Yes, sir.
is it
Sir,
ping?
after that I will send a photo to the WhatsApp, sir.
No, no. Here you can ping
Here
me the
only
code
you
in the
can.
chat box.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Hello,
Ping me in the
Venkat.
chat. Whatever you have written. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Who is that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi Venkat. This is Satish Kumar.
Yes, Satish. Yeah.
I would like to say one thing. In future classes, will you explain any libraries regarding with data analysis, like Matplotlib, those?
No, that is not part of this 2 weeks. We can't cover that. But yeah, as part of the whole Python course, right? We explain that NumPy, Matplot libraries.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we'll explain.
Okay. Thank you.
Gopi, yes, that we'll deal in the next sessions. Coming sessions, I'll show you Python installation and how to start with PyCharm. Okay. Okay. So wait for 2 days, Gopi. Okay. Wait for 2 days. I'll show you. Okay. So any other questions regarding the things that we covered as part of demo, guys? The slides. If no, yeah, I'm wanted to find out. Yeah, I think Rajshekar, you speak with our team. They will help you out on that. Thanks, Yogesh, for the feedback. Okay, guys. Hope yeah we are done for today. Uh, have a good day, good weekend. Take care, guys. Okay, don't go
Yeah,
outside.
thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
Talk to you on Monday. See you on Monday, guys. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
thank you.